I want to also say too, like, you can go to therapy and be really willing and ready, but sometimes different therapists have a different style.
Sure.
So you need to make sure that you find a therapist that's a good fit for you.
Right.
That's the main
How do you
thing.
do that? Let's go there.
So and to be completely transparent, like I come across a lot of people who give up in the process.
Okay.
Because it's not always easy, right?
Sure.
For some people, they go to the first person and it clicks.
Sure.
It's great. But for me, even, because I believe every therapist should have a therapist, by the way, just for the record. We did talk about this?
I don't know. I keep thinking about right now. I want to say finding a therapist is like dating. I remember we did talk about that, right?
It really is.
You go on a couple of dates and you're like, girl, I don't know if he's it. You're like, bro, I don't know. And then you find your therapist, and everything makes sense. But go ahead, finish your point.
Absolutely, 100%. And so for me, it took 7 different therapists of me calling, having the little free phone consultations just to see if it's a good fit, going to the office for that first session.
Yeah.
And I just knew something, like if it's something that's a little off for me, I'm like, no, right? But when I met my therapist, and for the record, I don't even know if I've ever said this publicly, my therapist is not a woman of color. She's not a person of color.
Okay.
She is white, and she gets me. And I think right now we are in this space where everybody's like, oh, Black therapist. And y'all know I'm here for that, like for sure.
Yeah.
A therapist of color are out there, but for me, it's not always about that. That person needs to get you. They need to understand you.
Sure.
There needs to be good synergy.
Sure.
And she was just that for me,
Yeah, that's beautiful.
And I've been with her for probably since I was in graduate school, so a decade or so,
Wow.
and I
good for you.
haven't really seen anyone else during this process. And so that's important, making sure that there is a good fit there.